today we work with a lot of, almost all the dominant Yellow Page providers and city guides in the US, and they're providing 1-minute video profiles for their businesses, and the success rates on those in terms of incremental clicks and calls to the business have been tremendous. So that is a form of advertising, albeit not the traditional 30-second pre-roll or 15-second interstitial. On the branded side, we've worked with people like Intercontinental where they were rebranding themselves to be in the know, so it wasn't about the 600 thread count sheets, it's about the experience. We created thousands of pieces of micro content for hundreds of hotels around the world where they could say, here's the concierge would go out and say, here's the right place to go out to eat, here's some cultural venues, here's the right place to shop. They took that video and put it all, we syndicated for them throughout the web, got picked up on in-flight entertainment systems on the major airlines. So it's more than just traditional video advertising, and I think that we've got to keep that in mind, and the opportunity is a lot broader than...
Right. So is there a bigger opportunity for sort of infomercials, like information as
I think
commercials as content?
Big brands, Williams-Sonoma and Pottery Barn heavily use video. So if you think about why would someone spend $200 on a Riedel wine glass, telling the story of Riedel and the culture and the history helps with that kind of purchase. And so I think video is more than just traditional video advertising for a lot of big brands. And I don't know how Gina feels about that.
Yeah, I would completely agree. I think Mark made this point earlier. Online video is an incredibly compelling medium for telling any kind of story. And so I think the part of video where you're just looking at how do I place an ad in it is only a subsection of what's happening. I mean, we've seen the demand from marketers to use video in all kinds of different ways really growing. I also would say that asking the question, how do you monetize video, is not the question that the smart publishers are asking. The smart publishers are asking the question, how do I monetize my audience?
Isn't it the publishers who are going to be around in a year?
Listen to the point here, Eric. I don't think so. I think that the question that they're asking is, how do you monetize your website and how do you monetize your audience? Video for most online properties is a part of the website. You also have social media, you also have text content, and you're building an audience there that you're monetizing in several different ways. And I think we heard this from Gina when she talks about buying in a multi-platform way. We heard it from Chet and Fred when they talked about how they're integrating multiple forms of content into their website. I think there's sort of this myopic focus on what's the ad in the video, when what people are really doing in the media industry who are making money is they're creating great websites. Video is a part of that, but it's only a piece of that. It creates a new kind of inventory on the website, but if you're really smart about selling it, it's just like any other media business. You're selling your audience, and you're selling all the touch points, all the contact points, all together. And I think you have to look at it that way, or you miss the broader point.
Let me go over here. Right here.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think the discussion so far presupposes that the existing advertising model is what brands are going to continue to stick with. And I think if you take the 100 brands, many of them, Adidas, BMW, even Greenpeace, the NGO sector, are all experimenting with storytelling through video. And we work with IBM, and over the last 10 months, IBM has been putting out video stories between 1 and 3 minutes on their website. It's hosted on their site. They are a major brand. There's a lot of traffic that goes to their site. And the next step for them is to syndicate that content across the web. And if you look at the ROI, the cost of creating content is so low now. You don't need to have the glitzy production. They're doing it in-house with one person, doing the voiceover and the creative and the shooting and the editing.
Right.
And serving the video is also very simple. And you have control of the entire package. And I think the audience is so accessible now, and the audience decides whether the content is compelling.
What it be true is there is all this more and more video, each piece